Survive the Nights recently released a massive update featuring loads of new things, new scenarios, new server configurations, and a massive improvement to the inventory system. So welcome back to iGaming. Today we're going to be looking at the devlog that the team released towards the end of February. Sorry I missed it and I'm a little bit late. Obviously Sons of the Forest has been, it's been a hell of a ride, so massive thank you for all the support on that one. But back to normal now and Survive the Nights. This update is massive, with loads and loads of new features and loads of improvements, but the best bit are a few of the new scenarios. Now, we're going to do some gameplay of those tomorrow, but today we're just going to be talking about the update. Now, this update released on Monday, the 27th of February, and the team have started off by saying, Now, this update released on Monday, the 27th of February, and the team started off by saying, "Hi, I hope you're doing well. We're cracking away on improvements and additions, and you'll see quite a few of those in build 1.22. We've introduced 2 new and exciting official scenarios for you to try and tinker with. We love some scenarios the community has come up with, and we look forward to seeing more from you as we move forward. First things first, we've improved the inventory. The current inventory system can be overwhelming for some, especially new players. The text-based system has allowed us to focus on character interaction and afforded us the ability to easily add in-game items. Ideally, the system will eventually have a complete overhaul, but for now, James has made fantastic improvements to the general look and ease of use. The new system replaces the massive list of uncategorized items with a simple category-based option. We've added categories, subcategories, and dividers to the inventory for easier navigation, and this allows the player to quickly and visually see exactly what their backpack contains. It's definitely going to make the inventory a lot easier for newer players. I do like the look of it, especially where it's splitting things up now rather than everything just being on one page. So obviously your weapons and all that kind of stuff, but you got the miscellaneous, the ammo, medical, food, all that stuff is kind of separated. So obviously it's going to make things a lot easier and a lot quicker, especially in the heat of a fight. There's also improved inventory interaction. Along with visual improvements come an array of functional improvements. We've ditched the sloppy add drop place button in favour for a new method we're using on other game interactions. Players can now right or left click items to bring up an interaction menu, and this allows players to quickly use, drop, place or add attachments and parts quickly. These are small improvements to a much larger overall improvement that we're working towards with the inventory system, and font size has also been increased, making the text much easier to read, and you will also notice an increase in responsiveness when it comes to hovering over each individual item. There's also been some major updates to the server config options, and we've continued to add extra options to the server configuration, making hosting servers or creating scenarios even more flexible. We will continue to add new options in most of the coming updates, and we would really like to expand on gameplay customization, moving towards a full release. Constant hordes. Among the changes comes the constant hordes feature. This will allow you to create a constant wave of hordes, creating the opportunity for all kinds of new gameplay scenarios. We look forward to seeing what the community comes up with now that we've added new options. If you have any server configuration options that you'd like to see added for hosting or workshop, please let us know and we'll get it sorted. Another exciting addition that will really open up customization is the ability to add custom zombie drops. You can control what zombies spawn when they're killed, and you can limit the amount of spawn items. There's more info on the hover tab via the tab itself. They've also added custom spawn points. We've added the ability to create custom spawns, allowing players to create scenarios and place the starting spawn anywhere they'd like. It should even store the player rotation so that you can spawn players in, for an example, looking directly at a table full of loot or a locked door, etc. Which, awesome. Absolutely love the scenarios and all the server configs. I think they're really, really cool, especially when it's creating the community content, and there are some really cool ones out there. We are going to be going over a few of those. We're going to do a couple of videos on them. We might do a video a week or a video every fortnight. Testing out some of the community ones and also the official ones. We're going to start off tomorrow, like I said, with one of their awesome ones, which we'll go over in just a second. Because they've added new scenarios, one of them that looks absolutely amazing is the Nazi zombie scenario. The second scenario is a bit of fun. It's our take on what was a big inspiration for Survive the Nights, Call of Duty World at War's Nazi Zombies mode. The addition of a continuous horde option allows us to create a wave-based game. We've designed a new UI system to display what wave you're currently fighting, and you'll see tally marks on the bottom left-hand side of the screen, and you'll also notice the start-end sound when waves come and go. You'll also notice zombies in this mode have glowing eyes. completely changing the entire standard gameplay to a fast-paced arcade-style game mode. You will also start out in a well-stocked and semi-fortified structure. You and your friends will be tasked with surviving as many hordes as possible before you eventually succumb to the inevitable, which is big talk from us considering we've not made it beyond Wave 8. So there we go, folks, that's our goal. We've got to beat Wave 8. Waves start within a minute or so of the first players spawning in. Players will have just a bit of time to start and get ready for what's to come. You will also have around 35 seconds between waves to throw in a couple of boards and prepare for the next onslaught. As with all our scenarios, feel free to tweak the settings to your liking, and we can't wait to see what you all come up with. So, very excited to try this one. This is what we're going to do tomorrow. That video should go out at around 9 PM, so make sure you stick around for that one. They've also added a Night of the Living Dead scenario, which is another massive inspiration for Survive the Nights. The scenario will take place on a well-stocked farm, and you have the day to prepare for an intense and massive night horde. The scenario also features walkers only to closely replicate Romero's zombies. So it features walkers only, a large nightly wave which is horde level 15, a stocked and fortified structure, and weapons provided. They've also added a new player tutorial. So what this new player tutorial is, it is a scenario once again. So you can just jump into this and have a little bit of a play around and just start to get to know all the basics without having to mess around with too much stuff and not worry about losing a character or losing progression. Which, very cool. I like the idea of this one. It's definitely going to help. I know I struggled quite a bit when I first started playing the game, and they've improved on so many of the beginning features now to help guide players through a lot more than what they originally did. So hopefully this one really does help. So we are going to leave that one there for today. Hopefully you guys have enjoyed, and once again we are doing the Nazi Zombies Survive the Nights mode tomorrow at 9 PM GMT, so make sure you drop a like on this one, subscribe to the channel, and stick around for that one. I greatly appreciate it. If you do want to support us and the Survive the Nights team a little bit further, check out all the relevant links in the descriptions down below. I've been Wired, you guys have been awesome, thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.